at the Ninja Foodi everyday 6.5 quart possible cooker, and it is a 10-in-1. I want you to take a look at this, you guys. It is $79.99. Look at that big, beautiful steak. I'm telling you, you can make your steak, you can make your chicken, you can make your pasta, you can make your rice, you can make your oatmeal, you can steam anything, you can even make quinoa. I absolutely love it. $79.99, the lowest price we have in the market. So it is $40 off of HSN's price, and get this, it is $57 off retail. So when you can save 41% off retail in one of the #1 brands in America for anything you need for your kitchen, it's Ninja. Who's cooking? It's Rochelle Lucas, of course. This is my food blogger, travels the world. You develop your own recipes.
I do, and we have a couple of them here today. It just takes practice. And actually the beef stew that we're gonna do in a little bit, I gotta tell you, I did that 3 times before I had the recipe right. So I just wanna make sure when you get it at home, you love it. So we really test things. Even in Ninja, we test things in the Ninja's test kitchen, so that way, when you get it home, we know that you're getting great results. And so this is the Ninja Foodi Possible Cooker Every Day. So this is one we've designed for you to use every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It sears and sautés. And the reason you want that sear and saute is because look at this pot roast.
That's beautiful.
That is flavor. So to get that caramelization is adding flavor to your meats. You're also getting a rice paddle, which I gotta tell you, I use it to flip my meats. especially something like this one. This one's, I think, a 6-pounder. You can do it up to a 7-pound roast in here. But the reason we like that sear and saute is it's one-pot cooking. So you don't have to start on your stovetop and then bring it to your slow cooker. You can do it all in one pot because of that sear saute feature. So I've already got a nice sear on this. So now what I'm gonna do is add my herbs and my vegetables and my broth. And we're gonna set this to slow cook. Now imagine having this for dinner, you know, Sunday night.
Right.
So easy to use.
It's a one-pot meal. You guys, one appliance here replacing 10 different appliances. You don't even have to turn your oven on. You don't have to turn your stove on. You know, it's about to heat up and get warm in the spring, and you guys, you don't even have to get hot in the kitchen, as they say. I want you to see everything that this replaces. I just have to, as she's making this pot roast, one-pot meal. It's a rice cooker, a food warmer, a non-stick pot, so it's easy cleanup, a saute pan, a cast iron skillet, slow cooker, it's your saucier, it's your saucepan, it's your stock pot, it's your Dutch oven. So if you had to go out and buy these 10 appliances, you'd be spending $1,000. We're gonna give you one appliance, and it's gonna do 10 different functions. You use it every day, and you can use it in every way possible. The one-pot meals, feeding a family from whether it's 2 to 6, everybody wants easy.
Absolutely, and I think once you get this home too, it's 30% faster than traditional cooking methods, so it's gonna save you time. Plus the cleanup is so easy and so simple. I don't know if you have a glass cooktop at home. I can never get that clean. I prefer cooking in my Possible Cooker because it's so easy to clean, and I can sear and saute and make dinner really, really quick. And so this is something we would do like on a Sunday night. I'm gonna let this sit. It will come to a boil in about a minute or so, and we'll come back to it.
And I just want to tell you the colors real quick. So you're getting basically 10 appliances home. And I can't see that far. Is that FlexPay $26 and some change? $26.66 for like 10 appliances. So right in front of you, that is the black, right? So we have it in black. I also have it right next door. I have the stone. It's like a stone gray. Let me just go over to what you get all the way over here. They're making me work out, you guys. I just want, you gotta have the colors. So here's your black, here is your midnight blue, here is your Merlot, and here is your stone purple. Now stone purple and Merlot, and the stone purple really is a beautiful gray, but stone purple and Merlot exclusive to HSN. We're not only giving you your 10-in-1 appliance, we're gonna give you the roasting rack as well. We're also gonna give you the rice spoon. We're also gonna give you the glass lid to everything. And when you just getting the roasting rack, I can't say it, 14 recipes, Rochelle, you can't beat this. I was just looking on like that A website, just for a 6.5 stock pot, $35. None of the 10-in-1 features that allows you to use this every day in any way possible, but it was $35 just for a 6.5 quart, and we're
Absolutely.
giving you the lid and the spoon and the roasting rack and 10 different functions. I can't say enough. This is a game changer.
It really is. I mean, even if you think about like your Dutch ovens, those get really expensive. This could replace that, and it's more lightweight, so it's easier to pick up, it's easier to clean. You know, even some slow cookers. I mean, this is better than a slow cooker because it will also do your rice, it will also do your grains, it will also sear and saute. So what we've done here is just a little bit of like everyday cooking. This is actually my mom's recipe. So I'm gonna put the Spanish rice here, and then we're gonna go to her chicken fricassee, which I had to see if I could say that on air.
Chicken fricassee. I've never tasted that before, but it sounds fancy.
It is. So let me plate some rice because it is like a stew. So I want to put it kind of in the middle here with the rice.
Perfectly cooked rice.
Perfectly cooked rice.
I would want it just for that alone. And it's white rice cooker, brown rice cooker, pasta cooker. Oh my gosh.
And we have different settings for each of those because, you know, with the different grains, they have different times that they need to be cooked. Even for ancient grains like farro, go ahead and stick your fork in there. I'll put some chicken on there in a minute too.
I'm going to tell you, this rice is going to be perfect.
Sure.
You know, you mess up a whole meal. I've done it before.
I've thrown out a pot before. Like when I first went to college, I threw out a whole pot that I messed up the rice.
I feel a little bit in my hand. And y'all, I'm so hungry. This is so good. No crunchy rice. Perfection.
No crunchy rice. Perfection. And it's not wrecking the bottom of your pot if you've ever done that. We're going to take the guesswork out of it. So this was my mom's recipe. It's kind of like a chicken stew, like a Caribbean style chicken stew. So it's got potatoes, it's got tomatoes, like a tomato sauce in there, olives, some wonderful seasonings. So again, we started with the sear and saute, and then we did chicken thighs.
Caribbean.
Which, yeah, very Caribbean inspired.
Put some olives on there, girl. Okay.
And this is something that, like, when she taught me to make it, I think we've got a picture of us cooking together in the kitchen. This is something I started making on my regular weeknights because it was so easy. All right, that's your plate.
Look at that. Now I can't throw down like I want to.
That's a big dinner plate. I have to admit, like, that's probably 2 servings.
But you know, it's just one pot meals. You want those one pot meals. This will cook all of your side dishes. And the fact that you don't have to go and buy a steamer, and you don't have to go and buy, you know, a saute pan. You don't have to go and buy your braiser, your roaster. This does everything. Rice cookers, that's a separate appliance, right? This cooks your oatmeal and your quinoa. So what's new about this? Let me tell you. Let me break it down as she's breaking down. Okay,
sure.
What's new about this? We are giving you the quinoa feature, and then we're also giving you, it's the quinoa and the steamer, but it makes cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 6.5 quart pot. I mean, you're talking 4 chicken breasts, right?
Yeah.
Or a 7-pound roast. And this transfers to the table. It's so beautiful.
It is really beautiful. You could bring it right to the table, or you can bring the bottom stand too if you want to keep it warm. What I love about it is that sear saute feature really makes it easy to cook dinner at night, you know, where it's 30% faster than your traditional cooking methods.
So good.
And my mom personally, I think she said her favorite things were the size. So she had the 8-quart pot, and she's like,
so good.
I'm so glad you love it.
The chicken is so moist. It's so good, make you want to slap your mama, but don't slap your mama.
Oh, no, but shout out to my mom. If we have a picture of her cooking in the kitchen with us, this is the one that she taught me to make. And so this is something that, you know, is great to make on a weeknight. You can start with the sear and saute of the chicken, and then you can add the, you know, your vegetables, and then build up the sauce, and then basically, you know, kind of let it slow cook or braise for about an hour. But, you know, dinner can be fast, quick, and easy. And then cleanup is easy, too. It is non-stick. It is something you can put in your dishwasher. And then, you know, if you have people coming home at different times of the night, you can just put the lid on and they can serve themselves, and you can put it on the keep warm feature.
You guys, we sold so many since midnight, because think about the Ninja Foodi. I mean, so incredibly popular. I want you to know, like 5 months ago, like during the holidays, we sold the 8.5 quart. You guys asked for smaller, so now we have the 6.5 quart. Goes from 2 to 6 people in the family. Let me tell you what, during the holiday season, I think it was in December, the 8.5 quart was $119, and it had less features. It only had 8 features. This has 10 cooking functions, and we give you exclusive colors, and it's under 80 bucks. Just think about that. If you got the 8.5 quart, then you're fine. If you did not, because you thought, oh, I don't know, it's a little pricey, that was about 120 bucks. We have reduced the price to under $80, so basically you're getting like $40 off of that. And you know what? Apply for your HSN card. You are so lucky today, because we are going to give you $50. Hey, I mean, if I find $50 on the ground, I'm not going to even search to see who dropped it. Just real talk there. But you call the number on your screen, and we give you $50, and it will make this wonderful steal of a deal, 10 appliances in one small compact appliance, $30. You'd be spending $30 today. So I want you to think about that. I want you to get your HSN card and start. This streamlines the cooking process.
It really does make cooking easy. It is 30% faster than traditional cooking. Even with regular rice cookers, it's 50% faster than a traditional rice cooker. So with that sear saute feature, with that braising feature, this is something that you're gonna use every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for your frittatas, for searing your meats and building up your soups or stews or your pastas. We've got a great pasta recipe to show you in a minute. But even all the grains. So we have all the grains out here, and I can walk through the front panel once we get to a corner of the table and I can get around it. But from your pastas to your oats to your rice and your quinoa, even farro. Farro is an ancient grain that's really popular right now, and we give you the instructions on how to cook that too. But we have those built in as features, so it takes the guesswork out of it. One of my friends, one of her kids, I think, just went to college or has her first apartment, and he texted her asking about how to boil water for rice, like when does he know it's boiling? And you know, this takes the guesswork out of it.
Right, it
so
really
if you have a new cook in the house, you know, I remember in college burning rice too.
Me too.
You know, where you wreck the pot and you're like, I just got to throw out the whole pot. The rice is like cooked into it now. This really takes the guesswork out of it. But for those of you who are seasoned cooks, who like to cook, this is just going to make things easier for you because it is a lightweight pot. It's a beautiful pot you can bring to the table to serve in. But just for everyday cooking, it's great because you can sear and saute and do everything in one pot. True one pot cooking with really easy cleanup.
And what I love, you can get 3 cups of rice in here. Do you see how big this is? 3 cups of rice in here. It's going to feed up to 6 people. So for those of you who like to entertain, you know, you have all these holidays coming up. Easter is coming up. Get this at home. Mother's Day and Easter, you usually have family coming over. So this is going to make your 3 cups of rice. This is going to make 3 steaks, 15-ounce steaks, 4 chicken breasts that are like 6 ounces. You're going to be able to get a lot done without even turning on the oven. So what I like is you're not getting your house all hot, and you're not having to slave over a dirty stove. Look at all of what it replaces. I think that it's shocking to everybody, Rochelle. I don't know if you can see that far, but go over that.
Sure,
That's a
the
lot.
rice cooker, a food warmer, so when you need that buffet style food, food, you can. A non-stick pot, your saute pan, your cast iron skillet. That's how we're able to get those beautiful sears on the pot roast. Your slow cooker. Most slow cookers, they cannot sear and saute, so maybe it's time to upgrade to this so you have it. Also your saucepan, your stock pot, and even your Dutch oven. And I know a lot of times maybe we might be thinking, oh, I usually only just use my slow cooker, you know, in the fall and the winter. You're gonna love using it in the spring too. Wait till I show you the pasta recipe that we have that everybody's asking for the recipe on Instagram today, because it's so easy to cook. It's one pot cooking. We have 10 functions already, already built in, including 5 different grains, since grains are something that's trending right now. And so you've got all of your grains pre-programmed in there.
I mean, I was just looking at all the functions. I mean, the fact a pot roast on Sunday, that's Mother's Day, that's Easter all day long.
Absolutely.
Look how big that pot roast is.
Yeah.
You know, my grandmother, she's in heaven now, she would always cook on Sundays. She'd play the piano at church. We'd all go over, we'd have pot roast, and we'd have all these different vegetables. It's done. You put this in here, and if you want to sear something, you can even put this in the oven up to 500 degrees if you want to, like, sear the top of it.
Absolutely.
But I think this is genius. Rather than turning on your oven and getting the whole place hot, this saves you on electricity, because in the spring, you really don't have to turn on the air. But when you start cooking in the oven,
you gotta turn on the air. Yeah. My husband's always like, why is it so cold in the house? I'm like, I'm cooking. I had to turn the AC down. But you know what else you can use it for? And the reason we made it oven safe up to 500 degrees is because you can use it to broil. And for broil, you're not really heating up the whole house because you only need it for a couple minutes. But I've got a beef stew in the oven back here. Let me go get it.
I like it. What do you pronounce it? Chicken?
Chicken fricassee.
Chicken freaking good.
Yeah, I like that too.
I will not remember chicken fricassee.
Chicken fricassee. I had to think, I was like, can I say that on air? Like, that sounds like one of those, words, Here, let me close the oven door there. Again, if this was a Dutch oven, I probably couldn't have done that with my elbow. It would have been too heavy.
It would have been too heavy. Good point.
Yeah. And so look at how beautiful the pot is. This one's the Merlot, and this is the beer braised
wow, that's
beef
pretty.
stew. So this is kind of our inspiration for for St. Patrick's Day. I'm just looking for a spoon.
That is gorgeous.
There we
You
go.
need a
Isn't that
spoon?
gorgeous? I got one. I got one.
And this is beautiful. You take it to the table. You have family over, friends over, neighbors. You can. It's beautiful enough to actually take to the table. Ooh,
Absolutely. So we've got a little pastry crust here. So how we cooked this is we started by searing and sautéing the beef and the vegetables. Oh my gosh, this pastry crust. And then we added our vegetables and then we braised it for about an hour, hour and a half. And then we popped it in the oven to do the pastry crust. And how delicious is
Look at that? You guys.
And because you can never have enough bread, we actually took the centers of the pastry crust and made little shamrocks for them. So here's our little St. Patrick's Day inspired beef stew. So imagine doing this on St. Patrick's Day. You've got leftovers for the week. It smells so good.
This is Irish recipe?
This is an Irish recipe.
Because you travel.
I do
You've
travel.
Been there?
Yeah. This is on our Instagram page today with HSN.
Wow.
A little bit of, here we go. There's me in Ireland.
Look at this footage.
And there was the beef stew as I'm making it at home.
Wow.
So it's really easy to do. Thank you. Thank you. So I like to cook with the seasons, and this is one of the things that, like I love making this at home.
Okay, I gotta
The beer
taste
gives it that
this.
extra little bit of flavor.
Okay. Can you give me an Irish accent?
Oh, I don't know if I can do an Irish. I can say sláinte. That means, I think sláinte is cheers. My Irish friends are probably saying I'm butchering it right now, but yeah.
I feel like this is a little brandy sauce. Like, this is delicious. You guys, oh my goodness, you're not supposed to talk with your mouth full. This is good.
Thank you.
This is like, if you want to feel like you're a professional cook, the Ninja Foodi helps you feel like you're a professional cook. It's doing all of the hard work. You have 10 functions. You can use this every day in any single way possible. I mean, if you want to roast something, braise something, saute something, you just want to warm up your food. Just think about that when company comes over and one set of folks are coming after church and then the other folks are like, oh, I can't come over until after we finish bowling. You just warm everything up, you take it to the table. This is absolutely delicious. What's my #1 color in this? Because we sold out of one color already.
We sold out of vanilla bean. What's the next one, you think?
The next one to go?
Yeah.
Stone purple. Oh, this is so good. I got to take this with me, girl.
Take it with you.
Okay.
Take it with you.
Let me show you the stone purple. You guys, I'm talking a #1 brand here. And this is our #1 kitchen brand when it comes to electrics, right? So here is your stone purple. It's a beautiful, it's kind of like a lilac gray. It is so gorgeous. This will be the next one to sell out. You guys, this is affordability with a #1 brand, with a #1 product. We had a Today's Special 5 months ago. It was the 8.5 quart. What we're doing is the 6.5 quart, but we gave it more functions than our 8.5 quart. Our 8.5 quart was $120. We're gonna give you 2 extra functions, and so you didn't have the quinoa function or the steam, and everybody's eating quinoa because it's healthier for you. Get it home when it has 10 different functions, replaces 10 different appliances. The affordability on this is the lowest price in the market. Did I tell you that? The lowest price in the market. It cannot be beat. It cannot be beat. So if you want to go out there and you want to spend 41% more, because this is 41% off the retail value. Everything that we're giving you, not only 10 appliances in one that can sit on your countertop, you can put it underneath the cabinet, but we are giving you the lid, right? That's wonderful. We are giving you the roasting rack. That's wonderful. We're not nickel and diming here. And we're giving you the spoon that you need. We're giving you the recipe. And what I love is this is just so convenient. So Merlot and Stone exclusive. You cannot find these colors anywhere. What else is exclusive? We're giving you 2 more extra functions. You can't find the quinoa function or the steam function. We're giving you all 10. Here is that midnight blue. It's gorgeous. Here is the black. And you guys, you're loving this because it's $26 to get home 10 appliances. I can't believe it replaces 10 things. I'm not gonna go out and buy a steamer and a rice cooker and something to cook my oats and something to braise and something to saute and something to cook the pasta in.
Yeah.
You're one and done with this.
That's true, it's true. So this is the roasting rack it comes with. So this is something that comes with it when you get it home. So this is one, I bet you were wondering why we had all those eggs on the table earlier. You can steam eggs, it makes them so easy to peel the shell off. This will will fit 20 eggs. So you just put a little bit of water at the bottom,
So
steam
good.
the eggs. It is so easy to peel. So think about for Easter or any holiday where you're doing your deviled eggs. You're gonna love it. I mean, just for that alone, you're gonna love it. But let me walk you through the front panel and show you all the things that it does, because it is a 10-in-1.
Oh my goodness.
We did make it smaller. I love that you're loving that.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? I was eating. I'm so sorry, my producer. Honey, I was hungry. I love these cooking shows. I have the best job in America. I was like, Debbie, don't eat because you're gonna taste everything. And this is your Lucky
favorite.
Charm egg. Your Lucky Charm.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And so
this Irish meal is great.
This recipe is actually on Instagram. If you're curious, if you want to save it, you certainly can and make it at home when you get your PossibleCooker.
So tender.
But let me walk you through the front panel because it is a 10-in-1,
Okay,
and we did make it 6.5 quart, which was something that you requested because the 8 quart is really large. The 8 quart is for like, entertaining. This is for every day. So on the front here, you have your slow cook, you have braise, you have sear and saute, steam, and keep warm. And then on this side, you have all of your grains from white rice, brown rice, quinoa, oats, and pasta. It'll even do some of the other grains like farro, and we give you the instructions for that in the back of the recipe book. There's all kinds of cooking charts and things. So that way, we really do take the guesswork out. So if you want to do some different types of grains, we have the instructions for those too. But let's talk about steaming as well. I mean, steaming is such a healthy way to make your vegetables. There's no added oil, there's no added fats, unless you want to add a little dab of butter for flavor. But look at how beautiful these are. And I always think steamed vegetables come out really bright and colorful.
Yes.
And then side dishes are always the thing that end up being cold, right? When you're serving your family, like the pot roast is hot, I'm sorry, but the vegetables are cold. Now they don't have to be cold anymore because you can steam them and then switch it over to the keep warm function. So that way everything's hot when you're ready to serve it. And so yeah, the steam function is great for doing your steamed vegetables.
And look how bright. And they tell you, don't cook your green beans to death, right? If they're not, bright and vibrant, you're cooking out the nutrients.
It's
so
true.
your side dishes are perfect every time. It's like having your own executive, to me, chef in the kitchen, doing all the hard work for you. And I can't say enough, this is our only Ninja TS of 2024. It's our first one. It's our first Ninja TS of 2024. Take advantage of the first one. And Ninja is HSN's top kitchen brand in electrics. I wrote that down. I think that's so important. You're getting first dibs at this. 33% off of HSN's price, 41% off of retail. Free shipping. I'm gonna ship this straight to you. It's free shipping. If you need to exchange anything out, not a problem. We have free exchanges. And remember, your first payment is $26 and some change on any credit card. Use the QR code because we're very busy. Get to the front of the line because we've already sold out of one color. We're on the way to selling out in that stone. So do not wait. Don't think about it. When it's the first Ninja TS of the year.
Yeah.
And we don't know when we can get something and restock it back at this price. We have the lowest price. Nobody else can beat us.
And this is the perfect size for everyday cooking. So you're gonna wanna use it all year. You're gonna love having it when when you have the holidays, when you have Easter and Mother's Day. This smells so good, by the way. I didn't expect quinoa to smell this good, but it smells really good. So we did 6.5 quarts of quinoa. Again, something that makes this different is all of those grain feature functions that are included. So white rice, brown rice, quinoa, pasta. So that way you're getting your grains right every single time. You don't have to worry about it sticking to the bottom of the pan. You don't have to worry about it. I don't know if you've ever burnt rice at the bottom of a pan before, but I've done that like in my college days. I remember having to throw out a whole pan. But look at how it's like, I'm gonna go kind of fish into the bottom here. You can see how it's super non-stick. So nothing is sticking to the bottom, which makes it very easy to clean.
And also healthier to eat.
Very healthier to eat.
You don't have to put in the oil.
No.
Listen,
you can use chicken broth, make it flavored with that.
We're live on Facebook, and Dawn just commented. Now tell me again what Dawn just said, because I can. So Dawn said, she said, this is the best appliance in her house.
Oh,
Dawn,
wonderful.
thank you.
Thank you.
So Dawn, if you want to call in. But Dawn just said on Facebook, and please leave your comments on Facebook, and my producer, Jared, is going to let me know what you're asking, what you're saying. But we'd love, if you use this, call in, because this is the first Ninja TS of the year, and we don't know when we can get this back. When Dawn says it's the best appliance she has, you know why? I bet, and Dawn, I don't want to speak for you, but I bet it's because it replaces 10 different appliances.
It does. It's my mom's favorite too. I don't know, she was thinking about calling and she called me on my watch earlier while we were on air. But it's been her favorite too. We took some pictures of us cooking in the kitchen together, but she loved the size. When I called her and said, hey mom, we're doing a 6.5 quart,
Aww.
she was so excited about the size of the pot because she said the 8 quart was just too much. You know, they had leftovers for weeks and they got sick of eating the same thing over and over. This is that perfect size where we could make the chicken fricassee. That's her recipe right there.
The chicken fricassee, y'all.
It's so good.
It's freaking good. If you can't remember chicken fricassee, just remember chicken freaking good.
I like it. Chicken freaking good. I love it.
Caribbean dish. And I like that you're showing me one-pot meals. We all are busy. I'm so glad the spring is right around the corner. We're going to be out and about more. So you want to just put something on, be able to, you know, leave, you know, if you need to run to the grocery store or anything like that. Or maybe you want to just, you know, do a little bit of work or walk the dog real quick. This is doing all the work for you. And I feel like those one-pot meals and your side dishes, so incredibly easy. You're not messing up a lot of pots, and this fits on your countertop beautifully.
It does, it does. And when something fits on your countertop beautifully, you use it more. You know, you get inspired to cook healthier meals. For me, I love it because it's easier to clean than my stovetop and my big pans. You know, I can just pop this in the dishwasher when I'm done. This is such a super tender pulled pork. We're doing some pulled pork tacos here that I was using the claws, but I'm just gonna put the tongs in here and pull it apart. Like, look at how tender this is. And I think that's why people love slow cooking so much, because you can really tenderize your meats and make sure they're nice and flavorful. But that extra step of sear and saute, you don't want to take that on your stovetop and then add it to your, you know, your slow cooker. Now what you can do is sear and saute in here and then slow cook it and get these wonderful, super tender meats. So imagine having your taco night, and then you can put this on keep warm, and everybody can serve themselves tacos, and they're not cold tacos because you've got it on the keep warm function. But look at this. This is just so tender, delicious, and juicy.
Everything I'm tasting melts in your mouth. I'm not making it up. You know, my reaction to this food is absolutely delicious. I have the Ninja Foodi, the double size air fryer. I don't know exactly what you call it. I have the Ninja blender, a lot of different things, and we may even remind you of some of those things. But you think about those taco bars. You know, I'm from Texas, so I just like to go to the hole in the walls where you get like 3 tacos and some beans and rice, and it's maybe like, I don't know, 12 bucks. They have these fancy smancy taco bars now that want to charge you $6 a taco.
Oh, it's true.
So it's $8 just for the taco, and then you're not getting your side of beans or your rice or chips. And so this is a way to get your favorites and basically cook it at home. A lot of us are staying at home. You know, the pandemic changed everything, where we got used to cooking and doing things at home. You're saving money, you're saving time, you're not using the oven. So you're not having to slave over the oven and your house get hot and clean up. This is absolutely wonderful. The Possible Cooker, and we're showing you everything right here, Rochelle. It's so easy to operate as well.
It is. It makes cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner, anything that you want to cook all day long. We call it the everyday Possible Cooker because it's meant for everyday cooking. It's that perfect size that fits in your countertop. It doesn't take a lot of countertop space. There's no clutter, and it really reduces that clutter because of all the different things it does. You know, it's your steamer, it's your rice cooker, it's your slow cooker, it's your stovetop essentially. Plus, you're getting this beautiful pot. I mean, it's a 6.5 quart pot.
It's beautiful.
I think someone bought it last night because they wanted to replace their Dutch oven. You know, but then the bonus is they're also getting the Possible Cooker underneath.
And tell us how much a Dutch oven costs. Just think about that.
That's just
a couple $100 bucks just for that one appliance, a Dutch oven. How much did you pay for your rice cooker? And maybe you're thinking about it. Or you're thinking about getting a steamer. You're like, I want a pasta cooker. Check, check, check. I want a sauteer. Check. Braise. Check.
You're at like
roaster,
$300 now with all that.
You guys, 10 different ways for you to cook. You'll use it every single day. I want you to get an appliance that you'll use every single day and in every way possible. It doesn't get any easier than this, and it's 26 bucks. You go out to dinner, right, several days a week, and you spend 26 bucks, and you're like, whoa, my food bill at the end of the month is several $100s. You're gonna start cooking at home, and I want you to show how easy the features are, but let's remind them of everything we've cooked. These tacos are calling my name.
I was taking the lids off so there's a camera overhead so that way they can see all the stuff. So we did some steamed rice. Our steamed
green beans.
I'm looking at the rice and the green beans. Steamed green beans. We've got our rice. We've got our quinoa. We've got our pulled pork tacos.
I mean, that is
and then
delicious.
we've got some steamed corn at the end that we haven't even opened up yet. But
I haven't used this
fork,
go so I just need to get a little piece.
Get a little piece.
I got to taste everything for you, so I'll let it. I don't know where the I'll use the little fork,
There you
but I'll
go.
just let it,
Oh, I like it. That's like a
simmer
little
off.
plate, for sure.
You guys, everything you're making is
Everything's
absolutely
easy,
delicious.
too.
And how is it that everything is just falling apart?
That's the slow cooker function. And so when you cook things kind of low and slow, or even braising, so braising you can get done in maybe an hour and a half if you're cooking dinner, just on a nightly basis.
So
that
moist.
slow cooking with a little bit of broth really makes things tender and delicious. Steaming makes things really tender and delicious. And so I think that's why people love it so much, because whenever you're doing slow cooking, you can churn like a not so expensive piece of meat, like an inexpensive cut, and make it really delicious just by adding some flavoring, searing it first, and then letting it cook for hours. Then it comes really, really tender. And so that's how we've been able to really tenderize these meats.
It's delicious.
So it's really intended for every night cooking, for every day.
I mean, we got
dinner.
our corn on the cob
Let's
here
go
for
it,
those of you who like to barbecue.
I love the smell
all
of
your
corn,
vegetable, all your side dishes. Look at that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 corn on the cobs. This is for a family of 2 or a family of 6. A lot of you said the 8.5 quart was just too big. I get it. You don't have a big family, and you're at home, and maybe you're empty nesters. The kids have gone off to college. Hallelujah! And so I still have time. My kiddo's 12. But anyway, I love that it fits anybody, family of 2, all the way up to family of 6. And look at how convenient this is. And maybe, you're going to slow cook some ribs, and then you're going to actually have your corn on the cob. So easy. The cleanup is
so easy.
Every day, every single use can be different, but you'll use it every day. $26 to get it home. It is the lowest price out there in the market. This is a #1 product, and this is the #1 brand at HSN for kitchen appliances, okay? So I don't want you to overthink this. So the Merlot that we're cooking up, and the slow cooking the roast, this is in the lead. The Merlot is our exclusive color. And then the black is our other color. So I'll show you real quick the colors. Here's the black, very, very popular. The black is going to go with everything in your kitchen. Here is the midnight blue. Here's the Merlot that is in the lead, and it's a beautiful, cool red. It's almost like a burgundy red. I love how beautiful it is. Merlot is exclusive to HSN, and the stone purple, which is like a lilac gray, so pretty. This will be the next one to sell out. We've already sold out of vanilla bean. What we're giving you today is the lid. Lids are very expensive. We're also giving you the roaster. You're not having to pay for that. We're also giving you the spoon, and we're giving you 14 recipes. The lowest price out there, you just can't beat it. And what I love saying that, because I was just looking around like, how much would it be like a 6.5 quart, right? Just a little pot. $35 just for that little pot. You're not getting the roaster, you're not getting the spoon, you're not getting 10 functions. I want you to know, not high 5, but high 10. So this is your braiser and your roaster and your steamer. It warms things up. It cooks quinoa, oatmeal, pasta, 2 types of rices, white and brown. You just can't go wrong with this. In fact, it's everything that you're going to do right in your home. And we don't have a lot of space for 10 appliances. 10 in 1. So I want you to order right now. We're very busy on the phones. Please use the QR code. It is free shipping, free shipping, free shipping. You have 30 days, okay? So cook up what you like that chicken freaking good. Chicken freaking,
I like it.
Chicken freaking
I like it. Chicken freaking good. Chicken fricassee.
Chicken fricassee. Okay, I do want to tell you about Curtis Stone. Things are heating up on Getting Grilled with Curtis Stone, an original podcast on HSN Plus. That's so exciting. Each week, join Curtis as he puts his guests in the hot seat together. They are digging into